Okay, so I wanted to do this play last night, but I was afraid I was gonna sound asleep, and I love it too much not to do it. First off, I want to give credit to Gabe and Teddy. They talked about Jalil Farooq playing some running back, and I think that makes all the sense in the world based on what we've seen at running back, needing a guy with some explosiveness. And Farooq, i- in years gone by, I think he might have reacted negatively to that, but Jeff Lebby can go to him and say, "This is how you present yourself as Debo Samuel. You get to be that big physical receiver that can play some running back, can do some jet sweep, can do a lot of different stuff like we see the 49ers use with Debo Samuel." So I would be interested to see if this is something Oklahoma deploys a little bit going forward. Now, I'm not saying he's our leading rusher or anything like that, but just 4 or 5 plays here and there just to get him some extra touches, let him play in space. Because right here, you see Oklahoma get beat on a block up front, but Farouk has enough quickness and vision to get around it and still picks up the first down. So that's not all I'm going to talk about on this play, but let's start with Farouk. So nice play there. What I was talking about is you're going to see Byron Murphy right here shoot up the field. He just, I mean, M again, McCade is who he is, and we're not gonna speak ill of the injured, but Byron Murphy's a really twitchy guy. Those plays are gonna happen sometimes. So he does a decent enough job. I couldn't love more watching Drake Stoops just take Terrence Brooks out of the game. Just not out of the game, out of the play. Sorry, don't want anybody injured. Best of luck to Terrence Brooks. Nice kid. Remember covering him. But what I do want you to watch Tyler Guyton here coming from right tackle. Boom, he hooks up on, I believe that's Jaron Thompson, and he's kind of lucky to get away with that. But there's the best part. Watch this as the referee right here comes flying in, guy right here, come flying in from the left, and he's trying to make sure nothing happens over here. Jaron Thompson's a lock, on the opposing sideline. Some sort of staffer has gotten knocked over. I can't quite tell who it is. Tyler Guyton seems to check on the guy, and and when the side judge comes up, Tyler Guyton's lucky to not get flagged here. Watch him; he just shoves him off like, "Get out of my way." That is fantastic. Wrong, but fantastic all the same. And again, that's what you needed to see from Tyler Guyton. I think at times this year we've watched a guy who is so clearly the most talented offensive lineman in just about every game he steps on the field for. I I don't know if it's Kelvin Banks being opposite of him. I don't know if it's just the OU Texas thing, but he was playing with a lot more hostility, a lot more anger than I'd seen him play with. And I just, again, I thought that was hilarious. And again, forget all that stuff. Watch the guy move in space right here. Just watch him run. Guys, that's a 330-pound tight end running right there. I mean, he's he's so freakishly gifted. We've got plenty of time for it, but someday he's going to go to the combine and they're going to watch him move, and it's going to be not unlike the reaction to um, Trent Williams, Lane Johnson, some of those guys. He's going to shoot up the board just because his movement skills are uncommon.